Welcome to the state with Dube, and again, so much is happening in South Africa. If you are not following us, you go to Mitv network and please follow us on the hashtag the state with Dube. We have the president of the ICT. Welcome, Magagula. Baba, how are you doing?
Good day, Celani.
Finally, we get to see you. Yeah, it's been almost 2 months trying to get you here.
Yeah, it's been quite long.
Baba, how are you doing?
I'm great, yourself?
I haven't seen you. When did you arrive in the country? I mean, the other day you were in, where were you again?
Yeah, I was in African countries, in particular Ghana.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
How was Ghana?
Hey, Ghana's always fascinating and it's quite keen. It's been my interest to visit there. There's the father of internet. Yes. African internet.
Really?
Coming from there.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to tap in from his knowledge.
Okay. So yeah. How was who did you go with to Ghana? What was happening there? Just to tell our viewers at home.
Actually, we're visiting Tycoon Africa. Right. It's a confederation of associations from the ICT sector. Those are regulatory bodies from all the African countries. We had 34 countries that were representing from all over Africa. Right. And South Africa was one of that. I was representing the ICT, as we have said, the Progressive Blacks in ICT, and I was also assisting our neighboring country, Eswatini, to register in that board as well.
Wow. Okay, as the president of ICT, you said it's Progressive Black?
In ICT.
In ICT. What does that mean? What does it then mean to somebody who's at home and who really wants to know what is this president doing?
It's an association of SMMEs, professionals in the ICT sector and students as well. Right. Yeah, we boast around over 9,000 members at the moment. Wow. And you know, we're coming from the IT professional sector, we'll call the previously BITF. Right. And we came to form ICT because of the stance we wanted to take. We wanted to take a progressive platform, revolutionary in putting transformation. Yeah, we're driving a transformation agenda in the ICT sector. We want to get our SMMEs benefiting in the industry, protecting and regulating professionals in the industry, and also opening opportunities for young learners that are coming into the sector, and also enhancing skill development. Wow. Yeah.
There's so much you've just said. Now we'll go and unpack this thing. I just want to know from government, which department is the department that you're working with?
Okay, we are working with the Department of the ICT, right. Which is the Department of ICT. It's got parastatals under it. That's where your Centex come from. Right. That's where your CETA, the State Information Technology Agents, come in. That's where your BBI, Broadband Infraco, come in. That's where your SABC come in. Okay. They all fall under the Department of ICT, under the leadership of Minister Solimalatse at the moment.
Okay. Is it Department of... what's the national department?
Yes, the
DTI.
ICT, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Department of ICT.
Okay. Now, with ministers or national departments, do you sit in their committees as well, or you just advise? How does it work? I just want for somebody to understand, where do you fit in?
Okay. They usually call us a lobby group, but we do influence a lot. We influence in terms of policies. We influence in terms of deployment of programs. Actually, we advise the department on how to shape the sector. Recently, there was a commission for IR, the Fourth Industrial Revolution Commission, of which our my predecessor, our former president, was a commissioner there. Right. Yeah, that's where programs and projects like the SI Connect come from.
Okay.
Yeah, they come from those commissions. So we influence policies, we influence programs, and we've got our members deployed in the in those parastatals and boards. Yeah, I can mention a few. We've got the current chair of ICASA is our member, and we've got my current chair now. It's a member of Triple B ICT Council,
Right.
and also the Research Council, the South African Research Council. So
Yes.
I remember there on the board we've got other board. The previous chair was also a member on the Triple B ICT Council. Yeah, we've got a lot of them. My Secretary General is also sitting on the forums, the internet forums, and also he was president of the Youth ICT Council.
I love that. When we come back, we talk more with the president, Mr. Welcome Magagula, right here on the stage with Celani Dube.
The soul of BMW. Where will you find it?
Please go and subscribe on Mitv Network. Follow us on all social media networks and like, share, comment right here on the stage with Celani Dube. Welcome back. We are still with the president of PBICT, Welcome Magagula. Remember, in 2011, he transformed into the technological field and became a certified telecommunication and networking engineer after training in the Lihle institution in Indonesia. Now, what was happening there back then?
Yeah, Lihle institution, it's an academy of, I would say, innovators.
Right.
That's where I learned proper in entrepreneurship and being innovative, coming up with solutions, solving problems in a modern way with technology. Yeah, I took part in learning that. It happened after, you know me, I'm from the communication sector.
Yes.
Yeah, I grew up there from all what you have just mentioned. And then there were come times I felt, no, the market was already saturated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I already made my impact, and the product of that was programs like this, what you see.
Yes.
The likes of Kliff, they just came
Yes.
in there, and I didn't want to get myself in a position of competing with my prestiges,
Yes.
the people that I brought into the
Yes,
industry.
absolutely.
I needed to grow myself. I needed to come up with something new and also to provide solution of the relevant time. So I took a break. I went to Indonesia to start technology.
Okay.
Then, yeah, that's where it brought, now I'll call it the broadband era.
Okay, yes.
From there, then I came with a different perspective, digital divide. I wanted to bridge that, you see, because I've been always there. Communication is about bridging the digital divide. It's about communicating, you see. So now there were barriers in communication since we're coming to a new area, then the area of infrastructure.
Yes.
So we needed to come up with solutions, and how do we bridge that digital divide between the rural and the developed communities, you see.
Okay. Now that's a very classic one, but I want to again take you a little bit, just one step back, when you were still at the Shambe production house, right?
Yes. It's Shambe.
Shambe.
It was Shabangompele.
Oh, okay. So they put them together.
Yeah, those elders.
That production, what were you doing at Mzanwenziza? Did you produce it? How did it go? Because it was a huge success.
Okay, I started there as a script writer, and then I went to be.
Were you writing for Charlo?
I was writing for all of them. Actually, they were funny, but were contributing more in terms of their scripts.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I learned a lot of sense of humor. And yeah, it was that we were bringing those scripts together for them, the lines, they will put and the stories that evolved there around the environment of hostels, bringing diversity of our nation, different tribes and stuff like that, and their cultures. So it was about that, and then and
so can't we bring another Mzinwe Insizwa? I mean, we can put some more technology in that.
Actually, it's up to you guys. I feel so left it for that. Actually, we because that thing was. We found it. They've already conceptualized it.
Yes.
Upesley Shabang, who founded the show. They needed fresh ideas and people to assist them. We're working with the director of the show, Ngwana.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. I was assisting him in directing. So we were bringing fresh ideas in the show. And though there were a bit of little resistance because people, they wanted it, let's keep it the way it was, you see. And then with our transformational agenda, because we're a new generation.
Absolutely, yes.
Remember, I came from the province here and went to study film. I was the first film producer from the province.
Wow.
And then we wanted to bring fresh ideas, new diversity, and we were the first generation who could produce the whole show like this together.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
Back then, you'll have the line producer, script writer, the cameraman, everyone different. In one show, you'll have 20 people doing one show, you see. So we're a generation who came to say, why can't we do all, you see. I did script writing, I did producing, I did casting, everything, you see, together to put a whole production, you see. So we were versatile, unlike the previous generation. Then when we're trying to bring in those transformation tests, there was a bit of resistance. Remember, we're fighting the broadcasters there. Back then there was the CEO was Mfundisi just before the advocate.
Oh, okay. The group CEO of SABC.
Yes, you see. Okay. So when we're trying to bring languages like Siswati into the picture, you see, fighting all about that. And then we introduced some comedy fillers. And when we started the show, you call it with Tabete Bongo.
Oh, Bongo. Mr. Bongo.
Yes, Family Bonds.
Yes.
You see. The way we started Family Bonds, we started with comedy fillers.
Yes.
Before there was the Family Bonds. What actually happened, we pitched for those, because it was an inception that came from Mzinwe Insizwa.
Right.
Then we're doing these comedy fillers you will see on SABC2 playing when the Bongo was doing those sarcastic
yes.
You see. When we did that, Bongo was a co-writer with us.
Okay.
I was writing with him, and then when we pitched for that, they were excited, and then they wanted us to do that. We looked for characters to play that we couldn't find. And then I ended up saying, no, on the last day of the shoot, they'll say, we're going ahead with the shoot, and I'm making you a main character.
Ah.
It was his first show, you see. And then he came out marvelous.
I mean, he did, yes. He outstanding.
And then they loved it, so that brought in Family Bonds when he became the main character now. In that thing.
Wow.
So it's a transition from Mzinwe Insizwa.
I love the transition, and also just to find out the details of what happened behind the scenes, because we never see, we just see the final product. And when you are there telling us the stories behind it.
Yeah, actually, we call that the creative life, where you will think of things. When you see daily activities, you see shows, you see. And then you come to write of it and then put it together, and then it goes to production.
Let me go back to the Bongo issue. when he passed on, right? How was it for you? I mean, I could see, I mean, you had so many memories with him, and then boom, he's gone.
It was sad, though by that time I was already back in the province, you see. Because when I left him to run that show, and then I came to assist in creating the communication platform in the province. Remember here back then when we came, there was no communication department as you see it today. So I came to do consultation with the Premier's office, where we'll also starting writing scripts, writing articles for the province before we designed the communication departments and stuff like that. So it was a lot of work to start on initiating those projects. I remember when in my early phases when we were coming, we teamed up with Alex Nkosi.
Yes.
The first commercial production we did in the province was for this Parliament House, this government complex.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're doing a commercial for it while former President Jacob Zuma, when he was still a deputy.
Yes.
Back then, so he came to open it, and we did a commercial for it, you see. It was our first commercial production in the province.
Wow.
Yeah, you see, and then we took it from there.
The soul of BMW. Where will you find it?
Please go and subscribe on Mitv Network. Follow us on all social media networks, and like, share, comment right here on The State with Celani Dube. We're still talking about your previous life. I want to call it the previous life. There was a stage in here where you were back in the province and you were establishing TV.
Yes.
And then it was MBTV. What was it stand for? Mpumalanga?
Broadcasting television.
Broadcasting television.
Yeah.
What was, I mean, even now, as much as I see Mpumalanga TV, we're not there. What was your vision?
My vision was quite clear. Back then, in the time, I'll say 2005, 2006.
Yes, it's about 17 years ago.
The market was well saturated for a provincial TV channel, you see. And we put all the forces and all the structures to develop a channel capacity we developed from scratch.
Yeah.
And when we started this industry, it was quite hectic because there were no professionals in the industry. We have to train people at work, you see, and get people to understand. You see, now my chief protocol here, I used to work with, he used to do my productions way back then.
Myself as well. I was a presenter, and you were teaching me when they say cut.
Exactly. You started there, you can do till there.
Yeah.
Kliff here, Kliff was not in the space.
Yes.
It was
a singer.
Yeah, he was a musician.
Yeah,
so I brought him in, and we did wonderful. We started with the award from the DJ.
Yeah.
Stunker.
Yes.
Yeah, we did that music video that got the
Imagine, nominated and won eventually.
It won, yes,
the summer,
the summer awards.
Yes.
We did that, and they were coming from the music space, and then I brought the audiovisuals, the audiovisual part of it, and then we did beautiful work. We grew from there. We started production houses, and we did one of the best production in the province, iMedia.
Was iMedia under you?
Yes. We started iMedia.
I didn't know that part.
You see, so it was very innovative. Actually, it brought visual platform live. We will do events. We're the first guys who brought screens on events. When there were live events, and then we'll put screens and audio visual.
I remember you'll take somebody dancing and then they will project on the screen.
Exactly. We brought that, and then now the appetite was getting the people to see themselves on TV, on screens. We did beautiful productions, and then we had enough content, and then we started building up, and we had the vision to say, why can't we do our own TV channel? So the stumbling block here was the license for the DTT, the terrestrial.
Okay.
There was the issue of the spectrum, which is still the problem.
Still the problem even now. Yes.
So, and there was a moratorium to issue TV licenses.
Okay.
We couldn't get a license.
Okay.
So, but we went on. We went to do on private platforms. We went with Centec and got our channel there. The channel was going there in satellite.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it was very expensive to run. You see.
So you got it through Centec, but you couldn't broadcast it on DSTV.
It was on satellite on DSTV, but not on the multi-choice
on
platform.
the multi-choice platform. Okay, no,
so
that's what I wanted to.
Yes, it was called the DTH, direct to home.
Okay, yes.
It's a platform that Centec runs even today. But we wanted it on DTT. But to be on DTT, which is digital terrestrial television,
right,
you needed to have the license, you see, of which even today, I think recently they were trying to issue those licenses, but now we've already left the space because now it's a yesterday's solution.
Yeah, yes. Now we need tomorrow's solutions.
Yes, exactly. So it's 10, 15 years later, you see, so now they are still advocating to issue that, which is long gone. No one now wants to sit and watch TV.
No, not at all. Not at all. They want to be on cell phones.
Is on our hands. That's where we play bigger in the space now, to bridge the digital connectivity and bring connectivity to people, more access, so that you will be able to receive content in your hand. It's a good platform. You're still here to bring a content like this, but
right,
we're bridging divide so that people will have access to the content at any given time, wherever you are. That's why now we're pushing for IPTV.
What is IPTV? Teach somebody who's at home, because that, I think you know, when somebody is speaking big English and then somebody says, just talk normal to me who's at home.
Okay, IPTV, it's a model of television that you receive through internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is a form of IPTV.
This is IPTV.
Yes, compared to the digital terrestrial, which needs towers for you to receive it.
Yes,
the big TV.
yes, yes.
So this one, you can receive it on the phone, you can receive it on the smart TV, you can receive it. It uses internet to receive it. Yes,
so it's more on Yahoo channels.
Internet protocol TV. Yes, it's internet based. Yes.
Sure. Yeah. So you see, when we say we're in podcasting, because we're in the future already, and we always say we need to be 5 steps ahead. And I think you've always shown people. That's why we come closer to you guys to say, President, how do we also bridge and come with our podcast into the future space? Because at some stage, people will tell you, no, this thing won't work. This thing won't work. How do you help government to understand? Remember, they're still doing paperwork, to understand that, guys, leave this faxing. There's now emails.
Actually, that's where the buck stops. We are here to assist government conscientize it about this reality.
Absolutely.
For myself, my business is doing well, and I've got there's no commercial interest in in serving the organization,
yes,
or in being the president. But it's a matter of transmission the vision in terms how do my business and the rest of the members in the organization benefit for the future purpose. Because,
absolutely.
Now I might have found the right model to do business now. But a lot of SMMEs that are coming, they need the grounds to be level. That's why now we need to shape the policies to say they are favoring SMMEs, they are favoring us as small businesses. In particular blacks, you see the previously marginalized, there must be transformation that is favoring us. For instance, now we're involved in the policy contribution in shaping what we call dynamic spectrum.
Okay.
You see, how spectrum can be allocated to previously advantaged businesses.
How will you then advise government to say, we need a spectrum in Mpumalanga? Or how can you allocate or shape it in that way? I want somebody to say, listen, but we've been looking for to add another radio station. I think there's only one commercial radio station. We've been looking at television, and there's still none in this province.
Actually, the dynamic spectrum speaks into the spectrum that will be made available from the channels that will be made from clearing of the analog spectrum to digital. Sure. So the reason we have been pushing for government to migrate from the analog spectrum to digital is because the analog uses a much portion of spectrum.
Most of spectrum, yes.
Which is congested. So
they're moving into digital.
Yes, it helps. Like I can put it for an example, one channel in the analog can put maybe 10 channels in the one channel.
Right.
Yes, in the digital.
Or in the digital
platform. So you are able to have more channels in that channel. So that's why the transformation has been happening, putting new digital transmitters and stuff. But now the department have been trying to switch off the analog so that it clears the spectrum to the digital platform, of which something that was supposed to be happen
15 years ago.
2015, you see. By 2015, the ITU have declared it absolute. It was no longer supported. But then we're lagging behind as a country, of which it's shaming because South Africa it's a developing country in Africa, but you have got all the neighboring countries in SADC. All of them they've fully migrated.
They're fully migrated.
All of them. You see, you've got tiny countries like Eswatini, Malawi, Botswana, all of them fully migrated, you see. So we're still.
But what's stopping us here? That's what I'm worried about. To say, we told we are a third world developing country, but it looks like we're lagging behind.
I think I'll put it that it's a commercial purpose.
Oh, okay.
You know, where the likes of multi-choice DSTV depended on this platform to exist, you see. So now with the pressure mounting on them, you see now they're migrating also to internet connectivity.
Yes.
And they're bringing all their platforms and they are showing to internet, you see. So it clears the ground, you see. So now everything is moving into the internet, you see. Hence, it's very primary important for us to make sure that the infrastructure of internet is prepared, you see. So the resistance came from there to say they wanted to preserve the businesses because they've made a huge investment towards that. It was not easy to just let it go. Yeah. So now projection of huge investment must be made towards a broadband, which is the digital connectivity.
I saw MultiChoice actually partnered with Canal company to also try and get other businesses in other country. Now Netflix has also came in and it's taken that space where DSTV or MultiChoice was playing.
Yeah, it needed to transform. Like I said, you see, all businesses now is coming online. And hence now we had to prepare for the infrastructure for all the businesses to happen there. So since it's moving, the resistance is slowly fading away, and then we are all holistically moving towards building the digital infrastructure.
When we come back, we talk more. I want to talk more on your companies now in terms of what do you do.
The soul of BMW. Where will you find it?
Please go and subscribe on Mitv Network. Follow us on all social media networks and like, share, comment right here on The State with Celani Dube. Welcome back on The State. So, your company, that I always hear you talk about it and people don't even know, Gyrate Technologies. Yeah. How did that come about and what do you guys do?
Mr. Dube, Gyrate Technologies it's an ISP,
right.
Internet service provider. Though it grew up to be a fully converged technology company. We are now playing in different spaces in the sector, but we are, I'll say we are a fully ISP. We've got an individual license which allows us to operate throughout the country. Actually, we're the one of the few black-owned internet providers that operate nationally.
Wow.
Yes.
So where is it based for somebody who's from Mpumalanga? Says, there's this company, where is it?
It's based here in Nelspruit.
Okay.
They've got offices there, but we have operations throughout the country.
Okay.
Now people that grasp in it with the Wi-Fi and stuff like that.
Right.
Now they know it is a Wi-Fi company. Yes. But we are operating throughout the country. We are part of the SA Connect. We've been providing public hotspots, which are Wi-Fi's.
Wow.
Mostly are free and also are subsidized by government.
By government.
Yes, the SA Connect. And it's flourishing. Now people are beginning to know it, and it's all over. It's also part of a group that I served on, Maximo Group.
Right.
We're a group of companies, 6 or more in the group. It's run by our chairman, which is my senior brother, and myself and the other directors. We're quite doing a huge impact in the province and the country. At our good time, we employ more than 5,000 employees.
Wow.
We operate in different sectors. We are in the technology, we are in security, we are in agriculture, we are in finance, property, and different sectors, you see. And we're quite contributing to the community.
I like that. Because as black people, whenever we are, somebody's got a company, we never really talk about the company. We always talk about welcome, but we never talk about his company. And then people don't associate between that. And it's always good to hear somebody says, there's a company, this is what we do, and now and it's growing so much.
It's very difficult to dissociate, but now it comes to a time where I've run the company from inception until recently. I left my position as a CEO and then pursued under other businesses and other interests.
Right.
For instance, taking over the presidency of this organization.
Yes.
Then I have a new CEO, which is an official executive officer.
Absolutely.
Who runs the day-to-day business.
Yes.
And then I look after the interest of the business, the vision, and future goals.
Yes.
And then I also play in creating or leveraging the platform for them to operate.
Yes.
Because it's not only about our company, it's about everyone. SMM is in the sector.
Absolutely.
So we are preparing a platform for them to be able to operate. That's why I left it for a fully
CEO to run it properly.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. Now, let's go back as a president now. What is your term?
My term is 5 years. I got elected this year.
Oh, so we've got you around for the next one. I thought it was just 1 year.
I'm still fresh. We've just finished our 100 years. 100 days.
100 days?
Yeah.
So, actually, fact, this is a good one because we interview on your 100 days, right? Okay.
And
how has it been?
My SG was just giving a report on our first 100 days in the office.
Right.
It's quite massive achievement. We brought the organization into the higher level.
Right.
We like we're saying, we represented the country in Taikon Africa.
Yes.
In Ghana. In the Confederation.
Yes.
And then we put the South African perspective. We advocate for transformation. I will say quite there are challenges because, while we're there, the leaders of the sector who was representing South Africa, they were all white.
What? And then you came.
Yes, and it was quite challenging because now when countries are introduced, mostly all the African countries, they've got black executives.
Yes.
And then, but when it comes to South Africa, white executives come. And then it gives an impression that South Africa, it's a white country.
Or it's run by white people.
You see. And then you come in back then and apologetically and you say this is not the case, you see. But this is the same sentiments that we have here in the country.
Absolutely.
We want to see the transformation happening, you see. We want to see ourselves taking part in the bigger table. You see. We not sit actually. We're sick and tired of having the crumbs down there. We want to sit in the table and take part.
Absolutely.
You see. So we are bringing that agenda. We're saying we want to see SMM is taking lead in all the sectors in the ICT, and you talk broadband, you talk telecommunications, you talk system developments and stuff like that. And then there's a drive towards achieving that.
Yes.
And we have been having a challenge dealing with the State Information Technology Agency, which is SITA, that runs government networks, you see. But when we come to this administration, we took a resolution to say, let's change our perspective, you see, because the past administration, we have been fighting about access and ownership.
Okay.
The past administration, it was all about access. When barriers are up there, you can't have access.
All those red flags.
You have to fight. It's not a platform of negotiation. You cannot negotiate from the outside, you see. So that was the stance of our organization. We're breaking all the walls, breaking all the doors, the windows, trying to get in.
All those red tapes.
Yes, you see. And then now we felt, no, we are inside now. What do we do? Do we break the tables, break the chairs? And no, you see. We want to negotiate now. We want to sit on the table, want to partake in the table, want to go to negotiations.
Absolutely,
Yeah, so that's the approach that we're taking now to say now, what is it for us as black SMMEs in the sector, you see. And it's coming with rewards. Like, for instance, now the CETA has given us a platform to present our entities in their GovTech, which is the biggest, the biggest government technology platform in the country, where government comes together and sells each other the technology of today and the future. You see, we're given a platform to present our solution and our businesses, and also to bring our perspective. I was a speaker there to put our narrative towards a particular subject, which was skill development. Yes. And when I took my administration, I focused on 3 components, which is skill development and digital transformation and the infrastructure. Previously, we've been focusing mostly on infrastructure, but now, once the infrastructure is there, how do we take part in the digital economy, you see? And then how do we prepare the people in the sector to work, to be ready for future jobs? Because there's the biggest outcry coming, you see. Now, the jobs are fading away. You know, you still have the challenge of the curriculum where we have in the country, where in the primary school level, when now the kids are still learning or anticipating to become lawyers, doctors, and stuff like at primary level. And you look into the future, 10 years from now, those careers will be absolute. You see, there will be no need for human doctors, human lawyers.
Everybody is just technological.
Yes, AI is taking over, you see. And then you look even into the value of education, of what we go to learn at school, even up to the university level. Yes. The knowledge you spend 3-4 years trying to acquire, these systems now can provide everything in just a few hours. They can bring everything together, you see. So there's no value of us sitting there in those institutions trying to learn what the systems, the machines. So we build machines now to acquire all the information and stuff like that, you see. I can put it simple in the older examples where we used to use our brain to do calculations and stuff like that, then brought a calculator. And substitute. Exactly. Now it's even worse when you have computers, you've got computer producing the information that you need.
AI,
you don't have to now to use your brain to think. The computer is thinking for you. So there are people who sit and design the systems that provide the solutions, you see. You've got systems now that can do your MBA in no time, you see. So you cannot value the context of a human being bringing an MBA on the table. Absolutely. When the solution can be brought by a computer in 1 hour, you see. So it's quite shocking what the future looks like. So we have to begin now preparing our young learners into a new curriculum, preparing them for jobs for the future. How will their jobs look like, you see? And it's quite concerning how education has always been stagnant.
Absolutely.
It's never changed. Actually, now we're in the 4th industrial revolution. The education system have been prepared for the 1st and the 2nd industrial revolution.
Not 3 and 4 or 5 and 6.
You see, now you have, Celani, if you look at the setup of a classroom, 50 years ago, is still the setup today. No change, no transformation. Absolutely. If you look at my cell phone 20 years ago, it has gone through many transformations. You had a pom-pom-pom. You had a smaller one, a bigger one. It came shrinked, converted. It went to second G. It went to 3G, 4G, LTE. Now we're in the 5G, you see. And then you had different operating systems, different, initially, our cell phones didn't have operation system.
Yeah.
And you see the transformation.
Too much.
Cars. Now, if you look at cars 50 years ago, they didn't look the same. They didn't have the same features.
Technology.
It has always transformed and changed. Everything is changing except the educational system.
Yeah.
You see. The educational system remains the same. You still have the same classroom and have the same man standing in front
with a board,
telling you what he thinks. And then you have got 20, 30, 40 learners being taught by the same mind to think the same.
Sure.
You see. And now you'll have a perspective where learners will be treated or will be measured on the same scale.
Yes.
While they're different individuals.
And then you
it's like now you are judging a fish.
Yes.
How to walk in the land.
It can't.
You see. And then you are taking a land animals and put it in the water and want to judge it the same way as a fish. Okay. You see. So that's what the education is doing with us. That's why you'll find there are slow learners, people who perform differently in the curriculum because they are treated the same way, but they come with different background, they come with different mindsets and stuff like that, you see. So then that's why we'll have those kind of people behave the way they do. And you take those people and put them in the work sector, you see.
And you expect miracles.
Exactly. And then the challenges will be there. And those people now, you have them full out there in the streets. Someday you put them into driving cars, operating cars, because now the market cannot take them, cannot grasp them. You put them in a category. These will be taxi drivers and stuff like that. These taxi drivers could be good and excelling in something different, you see. And now you want to put them into a value chain that putting other people's life at risk, you see, because you have mispositioned them, you see. It started with the educational system.
Sure.
The soul of BMW. Where will you find it?
Please go and subscribe on Mitv Network. Follow us on all social media networks and like, share, comment right here on The State with Celani Dube. Welcome back on The State as we are closing with the CEO of PB ICT, Mr. Welcome. The president, they don't call him the CEO, the president of PB ICT, Mr. Welcome Magagula. So now you are in term for about 5 years. Tell us your vision and what do you want to really, as futuristically, what do you want to see in the next 5 years?
Yeah, it's quite a tricky one. I want to the impact that I want to bring into the industry. I always tell my current executive to say that I just need 5 years in this position, and then they say, you can't, and I say no. My 5 years will be enough. From there, I want to grow my ambition. I've got ambitions to put the South Africa in the map, in the African perspective. We have so many challenges in terms of technology. Just not sure if we will be able to hand the baton better to the succession plan.
Yes.
I will have loved to make sure that the officials that I work with or that I leave behind in the organization have tapped into my vision so that they will allow me to grow to the African platform. I've got African ambition. If I can save there, I'll be satisfied. Not more than international, but if I can just serve Africa well. I've seen the challenges and the lack in Africa and what needs to be developed in terms of technology.
Yes.
I've already started. I got Eswatini to join the Confederation.
Yes.
And I'm currently assisting them to be at par with the SADC countries in terms of technology. We're developing a number of critical infrastructure.
Absolutely.
And I've developed good relationship with big entities, your Huawei, your Hikvision. I'm bringing, I'm currently doing operations with Hikvisions in Eswatini. I'm doing that here in South Africa, and then we'll be expanding to the few neighboring countries, Mayo, Botswana, Lesotho, and then also in the security space, we've got security technology. We've got Hikvision. Hikvision will be launching it also in Eswatini for the first time as a key player in there, and we'll also be having a national drive in the country after that towards from next month to November. We'll be having national drives in the country from city to city, province to province, creating awareness about this kind of technology that it allows us to enjoy. You've got systems that we are working to develop to be able to make our lives better. Sam is quite ambitious.
We'll call you when you take us through, and we'll close, and definitely we'll have to cover those ones, and it will be another section. Actually, my director say cut, we're finishing. But again, thank you again for coming as a president, and we really appreciate your time. I know we're trying to compress 25 years into an hour.
It's quite challenging.
But we really appreciate. I just wanted to understand this scepter. What does it mean? This stick.
The stick. Umnomzana must have a stick. It's just that I prefer a golden stick.
A golden stick.
But,
so is your color gold?
Yes.
I saw your car is gold as well.
Also. You see, that's the treasure.
Okay. No, but thank you again for coming in. And we really wish you all the best in your tenure as in the next 5 years. And please come through when you've got new technologies that you want to share. The state will be here to cover it. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. We thank you to the president of PB ICT, Mr. Welcome Magagula, and we say he is coming back soon. I want him to come back. And yes, thank you for watching MyTV Network, and also go and subscribe on the state with Celani Dube on all social network. Now we've got 24 hours in a day, 8 hours we work, 8 hours we sleep. What are you doing with your other 8 hours?